Welcome back to another Up and Down Golf video. This is Nick here from Up and Down Golf, and today I'm back out here at Avalon Country Club. This is a place that Jacob and I love to come play, but it's just going to be me here today. And I haven't been playing my best golf lately, and I think what I need is just some extra motivation to push me to play at my best. And so to motivate me today, I've decided that for every stroke over par I shoot on this front nine here, I'm going to do 100 push-ups for him. So that'll motivate me, because if I shoot like 4 or 5 over, that's a ton of push-ups. But I guess it's kind of a win-win, because if I do bad, it's just I'm improving my body and getting more fit. So either way, it's going to be a positive coming out of it, I guess. But still, I'm going to try to shoot as low as I can. I'm going to try to shoot under par, but at worst even, so I don't have to do any push-ups. But I think it'll be entertaining. There's going to be, even though Jacob's not here for there to be like stakes as far as one person versus the other, there will be stakes for me because I'm playing against myself and I'm punished if I do bad. So I think that'll provide some entertainment. So let's go ahead and get to the first hole of the day today, and it's going to be a good day. Okay, first hole. I'm playing from the blue tees today. It's 430 and it just bends a little bit to the right. Pretty long hole to start out with, but need to start out on a good note here on this challenge. A little bit of a hook to start out with. I've been battling the hooks lately. The hooks and the pushes, that's my miss, but it kicked off this hill up here. I think it might still be in the fairway. This isn't gonna be an easy lie. I'm kind of on the side of this hill still, and I'm still over 180 to the pin. I got 185 still. The wind is at my back a little bit, which will take a little bit of distance off of this, but you can't miss short, you can't miss left. Go. Oh my gosh, that was literally like 2 feet away from being perfect. I didn't quite clear the bunker. It was a tough lie. Didn't hit it pure. It just hit the back lip of the bunker and rolled back into it. Gonna try to get up and down out of the bunker now to save par. Shouldn't be too tough of a bunker shot though. So I left the bunker shot super short. The sand was a lot softer than I was expecting it to be. Already gonna drop to 1 over now. Still 8 holes to get that stroke back, to get under par potentially. But as we sit now, I'm at 100 push-ups, so not the start that I wanted here in this challenge. Second hole, it's a super short par 4. It's only like a little over 320. And there's some bunkers up there to deal with, but it's a pretty straightforward hole. Very short. I'm just gonna lay up out in the fairway with probably just a 3 hybrid. Can't ask for much more than this. We're right in the middle of the fairway, 91 yards out from the pin. I mean, I put it in as good a spot as you can leave it. So I'm just gonna have a little, I think I'm gonna hit 56 from here, just a little 56 up there. I need to get it close. I need a birdie when I'm this far out. Goodness, that was just a terrible shot. I pushed it right and I left it short. I couldn't have done too much worse from that spot, but shouldn't be too tough of a chip to get up and down for a par. Disappointed with myself for sure there. Okay, there I am. Here's the pin. Just a nice little chip here. That was a pretty good par save. I hit the chip that I wanted to, just hit it a little too hard and had a pretty little tough putt coming back down and was able to make it. So we're still 1 over now after 2 holes, 7 holes to play. I think the first like 3 or 4 holes on this course are usually the toughest. After that, there's some birdie and even eagle opportunities on the course. So if I could stay right around par for the first few, it'll be looking good for me on the home stretch. Picturesque little hole here on the par 3 third, 2 bunkers short right of it. It's 156 to the flag and plays about 10 yards downhill. So I'll be hitting 9-iron here. Hit a nice little high draw. It looks like it's about pin high to the flag and maybe like 10 or 15 feet to the left of it. So definitely a good shot on a par 3. Walking up to the green, I wanted to mention really quick, Jacob and I have played here at Avalon a couple times in videos, and we talked about how their greens were bad. They just put these new greens in a few weeks ago, and they're allegedly the same greens that are used at Augusta National for the Masters. So I've never putted on anything like these. They're kind of like, it's kind of a weird feeling. It's kind of like squishy almost, and a little bit softer than what I'm used to. So I'm still getting used to the greens, but they're a lot better than they have been. I just wanted to mention that really quick about the greens. So this is the putt I have. I think it's coming just a little bit downhill. Maybe breaks a little bit. I can't even tell which way it breaks. That was right on the line that I thought I needed to put it on. I think it was perfect. It was just stopped short, and that's what about these greens I've noticed. You have to hit it firm for it to get there, because it can just stop out of nowhere, which is something I don't really like. I like when you can get a lot of rollout on greens and they're playing pretty fast, but these are playing very slow. And I mean, that was still going downhill and it still stopped basically on the slope. So that's just something I'm gonna have to get used to today. But we're still 1 over now after 3, 100 push-ups on the board for now. We'll try to get that number down to 0. Okay, par 4 fourth. This is a fun one. It's honestly probably my least favorite hole on the course. It's a huge dog leg left. The pin is somewhere up there to the left. You can't hit it too far or you'll go in the woods. There's some pretty tall trees on the left side, so it's kind of hard to go over. And it's like 440 yards from back here at Blue. So I think I'm gonna just hit 3-wood and play it safe to the right of the trees and put myself like, try to get like 150 out. Man, another ugly hook there. That was just not a pretty ball flight, but it should have kicked right down into the fairway. But I think I'm still gonna be left with a long way to the hole. Terrible shot. It just hit the hill up there and kicked straight sideways. So it's basically just carry distance up to here. But yeah, I'm shooting 202 to the flag right up there, and it's playing a little bit uphill. I might have to hit hybrid, honestly, to get it up there. I'm not feeling great with my 4 or 5 iron right now. Okay, I'm going with the 4. Let's see how close we can get it. Okay, I think it got up there. It looks like it disappeared over onto the green. But I mean, if I would have just hit it straight, it probably would have been really good. Okay, this isn't too bad at all, actually. I hit it further than I thought I did. And so I still got about 20 to 25 feet maybe to the pin. From being 200 out back there, really 215 is what it was playing. I'm happy to have this left, and I'm just fine with getting a 2-putt for par and getting off this hole. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to hate these greens. It feels like you have to kill it if you're just 20 feet away. And this was coming downhill again too. So that's super frustrating. I'm 2 over now. Definitely some holes to get birdies coming up. Starting on the next one actually. So I'm gonna need some of those or my chest is gonna be done. Okay, this hole is 400 yards, this par 4. But you can take a lot of distance off if you just get up to a hill over there. It goes severely downhill. The pin's kind of over there to the right. And if you can get it past that bunker, it'll roll for days. That ball was pummeled. That might be the best drive I've hit in a long time. Oh, this ball was so close. Look how steep this hill is. It landed literally right on the crest of it. If it gets down there, it might roll onto the green, who knows. But anyway, we're just gonna have a little short half swing, barely more than a chip really. It's kind of like just a standard pitch shot. I need to put this one close. I just pulled it a little bit to the left. It's exactly pin high, but Did not take advantage of that good of a shot. I still have like 15 feet probably for a birdie. Let's go. Terrible shot onto the green after a beautiful drive, but it didn't matter. I think I got a feel for these greens now. They're rolling pretty smooth, pretty true. Just you really got to put some pace on them in order to get to the hole, but that putt felt great the whole way. We're back down to 1 over now. As of now, we're doing 100 push-ups still, but after this par 3, you got 3 pretty easy holes to finish out the front 9. Okay, this is the 6th hole now. This is the par 3. And it's a long one. It's 208 yards to the pin. It's playing a little bit downhill, but I mean, that's a pretty treacherous location with that bunker to the right. Pin looks like it's pretty close to the front and tucked over there on the right side. I need to at least walk away with a par here, I think. I'm just hitting everything left today. That should be in a decent position though to chip up onto the green. Shouldn't be that tough of an up and down. Disappointing to not hit the green after a pretty good hole on the last one with the birdie. Okay, here we are just by the car path. It's not an impossible shot by any means, but definitely gonna have to hit a good distance on this one. We're about to pass the interstate on the next 2 holes, so it's gonna be pretty loud in the background, but hopefully it won't be too bad on the audio. Wow, that was one that I thought I missed actually, but it was a great catch by the hole, just snuck in the left side, and that's a relieving up and down for a par save. That's going to be the toughest hole that we had left. So we got 2 par 5s and a short par 4 to end it. I can definitely still get at least back to even, which is basically the goal. Okay, 7th hole here, 515 yard par 5. It just goes a little bit to the right. You can see a green side bunker up there over the hill, and the pin is just to the right of that one. If I hit 2 good shots, I can definitely reach it. That one came out just a little bit right on me, but it looked like it went straight up there the whole way. I don't think it even hit any of the trees lining the right side of the fairway. So I think this ball did maybe just clip 1 or 2 of the trees back here, because it didn't go as far as I thought it would. I still have about 250 to the pin, and it is playing a little uphill. I think I'm still just gonna go for it with 3-wood though, and just try to put it up there close. I'm confident that if it's at least up there somewhere, I can get it up and down for a birdie. That was pretty terrible, I'm not gonna lie, but it's safe up there to the right. And I should just have a nice little wedge into the green still. So not a disaster, not the ideal play that I was trying to do, but could be a lot worse. Okay, this wasn't that bad actually. It got closer to the green than I thought it did. So I just got a little chip, no bunkers to deal with. Just got to hit it at the right distance, and I could get it really close for a birdie save. Okay, so another thing with these greens is they're so soft that you get basically no rollout on chips either. So I just didn't hit that one as far as I needed to, and it spun and just basically stopped where it landed. I still got work to do for a birdie. I should at least be in for par, hopefully. That putt didn't break at all, really. Not like I was expecting. I thought it'd have quite a bit of break in it, but it didn't. But still, pretty easy par putt. I'm in for the par, and still 1 over now with 2 holes to play. 8th hole here is just under 400 yards. Just a pretty straight hole, really. There's some bunkers to deal with. You can't really miss anywhere left or right. You have to hit it pretty straight. But I typically play this hole pretty well. Ooh, that scared me just a little bit when it started turning to the left there, but it's fine. It hit kind of on a slope to the right and kicked back to the right a little bit. So it'll be fine down there. It might be in the rough, but it'll be okay. I actually stayed in the fairway here. We're exactly 120 yards to the pin up there. There is a strong wind coming in my face though right now, so I may have to club up to a pitching wedge. Pin is on the very front, so it's pretty tough pin location. I mean, that was a pretty well played shot. I hit it to the right of the hole, away from the bunker, and drew it back. It kind of hit on the bank on the right fringe and just funneled down towards the hole. Not too bad here, coming a little downhill, maybe a little right to left break. Wow, almost a perfect putt, but ended up like an inch to the right of it. Just played a little bit too much break. It didn't start breaking at all until the very end, and the break just wasn't enough. So still 1 over, 1 hole to play. I'd love to make a birdie here and have to do 0 push-ups. It's a long par 5, pretty tough when there's water involved. Anything could happen here, really. Okay, this is a long par 5. It's like 570 yards. And really the only play here off the tee is just to put it out in the fairway and just hit it as far as you can down there. I hit that pretty well. I'm still like 300 out from the green, and I gotta wait up here for a few people. My swing has honestly felt pretty weird today. Like, I'm not hitting the ball great on most of these shots. I'm just not very accurate today with my approach shots, really. Hitting some hooks, hitting some pushes, kind of all over the place, but I'm pretty happy after all that to just be 1 over now through 8 holes. It'd be awesome if I could get a birdie here. I'm not gonna be going for the green. I'm just gonna lay up in the fairway before crossing the water. It's gonna come down to this approach shot here. If I can hit it close, I can maybe make a putt to get to even par on the day. But I don't know what you guys are gonna be rooting for, anyone watching the video. Will you guys wanna see me do the push-ups? Do you wanna see me get over par and play worse golf, but be punished? Or are you rooting for me to get under par here for the good golf content and no push-ups? I don't know, it's kind of a dilemma, I think. A real conundrum, if you will. Just a nice little easy 7-iron to get me down here. I could have hit it a lot further than this with another club, but I was kind of scared of the water a little bit. So I decided to lay back just a little bit more. But yeah, 155 to the pin. It's in a spot in the middle of the green. I think there is wind coming in my face again though. I'm probably gonna hit 8-iron and I need to put it close. Oh, be good, be good. I thought that was gonna be so good, but I think it got a weird kick when it hit the green. It was coming in from right to left, right of the hole, but it kind of hit and then just kicked straight forward, which is pretty annoying. But I should have a pretty decent look at birdie up there. Man, the one time I needed it to hit and stop, it didn't do it. It had to have hit right up. I mean, I can't tell where the ball's hitting on these greens, but it had to have hit right up here next to the hole and then just rolled out a little bit, but still only like 12 feet or so for birdie. A lot riding on this putt here. If I make it, I don't have to do any push-ups. If I miss it, I have to make the par putt in order to only do 100 push-ups. Well, had great speed again on that putt, but missed it to the left underneath the hole. And you know what that means is after 9 holes, we finished with the score of 37, which is 1 over par. And for this challenge, that means that I have to do 100 push-ups. So I'm gonna go home, do a little stretching, get prepared mentally. And I mean, 100 push-ups really isn't that bad. I should be able to do it pretty easily. But I also haven't worked out very much lately because I've been trying to preserve my golf swing during the summer months. So I'm gonna head home now and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so I'm back home and I don't really have anything to say other than let's just go ahead and get this over with. So 100 push-ups coming up. I think 4 sets of 25 is the way to go here. I don't know if you guys can even see my face, but give it a little bit of rest. Don't want to tire myself out too quickly. It's not a sprint, not a race. Oh, this is a little bit harder than I was anticipating. That's only 50. I'm already getting pretty tired. My stamina in workouts has never been my strong suit. And it's even worse now that I've taken a lot of time off from lifting. So this is very unimpressive. But halfway done, 50 to go. I feel like my head's gonna be cut off in all this, because I kind of angled the camera down a little bit. But it'll be fine. Good night. This is crazy. When did I get so weak? This is pathetic. That's 70, still have 30 to go. It's hard for me to get 5 at a time right now. What in the world? I'm gonna be legit sore from this. Okay, 20 to go. Man, am I glad that I only shot 1 over. Oh my gosh. I did not think that I would struggle this much with this. It's pretty embarrassing. I think I need to get back in the gym. My golf swing's messed up right now anyway, so I'm not gonna do it any more damage. I wanna make it known for the record, my max on bench is 245. I've gotten 225 twice before. Like 2 reps of 225. That had to be like 3 years ago or something now. Back in my prime. Now I can barely even do 100 push-ups in a 10-minute span. Okay, 10 to go. Well, it took me right at 10 minutes to do 100 push-ups. 10 push-ups per minute is awful, if I must say so myself. So it's definitely a sign to me. I need to start working out again. That was just a pathetic showing by me on the fitness side of this challenge, but pretty good golf overall. I got the 100 push-ups in. I think next time if I do this, I'll drop it to like 50 push-ups per stroke over par. Because, I mean, that was much harder than it should have been. But let me know what kind of video you guys want to see next. And thanks for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from Up and Down Golf. And we'll see you guys next time.